Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video, the series in which we normally look at a game that's just been released and we tear it to shreds essentially. We give it a good old look over and see what my first impressions are. This game's a little bit different because it actually came out in July last year, but it is still in early access and it looks like they are still collecting data in order to try and make the game work a bit better. That being said though, what we're going to do is we're going to look through the options, although there really aren't many, and then we're going to jump into the gameplay and I will give you my impressions on it. I feel like this game works because it's very Halloween themed, since we are a week away from Halloween. Your options, there really aren't many here. The game will run on a toaster though. It looks like it's been designed primarily as a mobile game and then has been ported to PC, but I could be wrong on that. And it is very important to notice down here where it says send data. When you first boot up the game, it does warn you that they are collecting data to try and help balance the game and make it run better on most other systems, but you can opt out of this data sending if you so desire. On that, you've got your music and effects volume, and then your graphics base settings, like how high you want it. Again, I've had no issues on this. It runs really smooth. And I think it's capped to like 60 FPS, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue for other systems to run either, especially if you're a streamer. But that's really all there is to the options, so let's jump into the gameplay and see what this is all about. And we're in the game. As you can see, you can use your gamepad or your keyboard. Honestly, I found it a lot easier to use my gamepad. It definitely seems to flow better. But if you are so inclined to use your keyboard, you can, and it does seem pretty seamless. It doesn't seem to jolt or jitter if you decide to use one or the other. And this is it. Like, it's got very much overcooked feel. It's got your standard, you know, progress through levels, get extra gems, get extra stuff. You can invite people off your friends list, or you can play local as well, which is nice. Again, it's got the very overcooked feel where you're going to have a lot of chaos going on. If you go back here, this is your home. This is where you can change stuff. Although, honestly, I haven't worked out how yet. I think you press your X key to change. Yeah. So you can walk up and you can change what hat you're wearing as you unlock them from the game. And you can change what color your outfit is as well. Which is kind of cool. I'm assuming you get more and different brooms and stuff as you go along and upgrade your house. And then these are your levels. And the way it works is it adds new recipes as you go along, which is always good because it keeps you on your toes and gives you new things to keep going to stop it from getting stale. And you have a certain amount of time to do it. Loading times are not bad, and it explains what the ingredient is as you go through as well. So this is adding magic seed to your potion, and you put that in the plant pot, you get a rose, you cut the rose, and then you get your potion added with some garlic. And it can get quite chaotic. I mean, we're fairly early in and already cut down the tree, so it's now, instead of it being log already cut up, you've now got to cut the log up. So you've got your easy recipe and then the new one here. You basically have to go along, cut the things, take them and put them into the pot and then stir them to get them going. Now you can stir it to make it go quicker, or if you're running low on time, you can let it cook and start preparing your extra ingredients. Depending on what potion it is you're doing, it might actually be worthwhile to leave the cauldron going. So we've got to get our rose here. We've got to find a plant pot. We'll put a couple in so that we can keep it going, because as you can see, we've got a couple of these potions there. And then I need to get some garlic, and I need to put it in me little pot there. Now you can move these wherever you want, which is nice. So you can pick them up. It is quite finicky if you do drop it on the floor though, which isn't ideal. So you can move them so they're all closer to where you actually want them to be. Now you've got to be careful, because otherwise what will happen is you will bugger it up if you're not careful. And if you're not careful and you bugger it up and you've got one ingredient cooking and not the others, then you will essentially ruin the I've run out of yeah, see, I've buggered this. I've buggered it already. I wonder if I can go out and cut another tree down. Yes, I can. So yeah, if your cauldron goes out, it's gonna not cook anymore, and that would be bad. And then you run out of time. So if you can see, top right hand corner, I've only got 2 minutes to finish this. So we're gonna do our best. We're gonna rush through. We're gonna go as quickly as we can. Put that in before anything bad happens. I'm picking things up that I shouldn't be picking up. It's fine. This is all going wrong. And yeah, as you can see, it can get quite chaotic and can be relatively fun. And you hand them to the owl. And this is all you do. This is legit the entire game. You're just making different different recipes, giving them to the owl, trying to get your bar in the bottom right hand corner to full. And then if you do that, if you get very good and you get that sorted, then you will start gaining extra bonuses. You will gain gems. I've not worked out what the gems are for, unless there's going to be a shop later on. I've not actually worked out what you use the gems for yet. So there is progression. There is definitely plenty to keep you occupied in here. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think I've done goofed this up. Yep, because I've still got it in my hand. Oh no, you can move quicker as well if you press your Y button, which is useful. I've got 27 seconds. If I can get this in, we complete the level, I think. If we get this in the next 20 seconds, we complete the level. If not, I might have done goofed it. Yep, no, I've done goofed. I've done goofed hard. But this is all the game is. You go in, you make your recipes, you do your best, and see what happens. There's not really much else to say about it. You can go back as well and replay the levels and try and get more if you so desire. And it seems that even if you don't get an excellent, you've still unlocked the next area and the next one and the next one and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's Witchcraft. It's a nice little fun Halloween themed game with some customization and some progressive levels that can get quite difficult. Lots of different ingredients, and each house that you go in adds a new ingredient that you've got to then add to make a new potion, meaning that it can get quite difficult, quite flustered, quite quickly. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Let me know in those comments down below if you're going to pick this up, and I shall see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.